Oops. Live. Hello. It's late, but we are here.
We're here.
See. Hi.
Wave.
Hi.
I'd like to see where the camera hides in the secret room. My very own Hogwarts, we said.
Oh.
It's like secret door.
Yeah.
Up there, and it leads to things.
I figured out how to zoom in a little bit more, so hopefully people can see us a little better. Yeah, I think so. It's pretty good. Good morning. Long no see.
Long time see. Like
since November.
Since November,
End
because
of
we
November.
had Advent.
Yeah.
The Advent thing, and then last week was Emmy's baptism, and just a lot of moving parts.
Yeah. Sorry we couldn't be here last week, but we're here this week.
Here this week.
And it's a new year.
It's a new year. Oh, the flies in this building right
It
here.
loves my music. Shoot fly, don't bother me. Shoot fly, don't bother me. Shoot fly, don't bother me. Did it go away?
No.
All right.
For those who don't know, when we got our poinsettias this year, apparently there were fly eggs in the poinsettias.
No.
So when they came into the warm building, they all started hatching right before Christmas.
No.
And you'd just be in the middle. I'd be in my office, and all of a sudden, shoo, something would go past my face, and it was a fly. And then they showed up in the sanctuary everywhere.
Did not know about this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
They
my
were
goodness.
everywhere.
They're baby flies.
Well, they're huge. Yeah, they hatched. They were babies somewhere, and then they got big.
Yeah.
And they're everywhere. And we can't give them.
Explains why I'm getting mosquito bites out of nowhere.
Well, flies
Do you have
bite you.
poinsettias at home?
No, some flies do.
But yeah, it was made. There goes one on my face. See? And they're happy in here. Why go outside? You know, it's cold out there. I don't know what's being in here.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I'd be happy at home.
But
Yeah.
there's a lot. And because it's a big building, I don't think we realize just how many. But room you go in, there's at least a couple.
It wasn't until I was much older that I learned it's not a flies water. I thought it was called a flies water. Growing.
So it was
Flies water. Yeah. And maybe that's the Altoona in me, flies water, but it's fly water.
Oh my God!
I had no idea until I don't know,
Flies
an
water.
embarrassing old age that it flies water.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Watch out for the
never would've
flies
thought.
water. Get the flies water.
It's like so many kids think that Harold is another name for Jesus.
King Harold.
Arthur, who art in hallowed be thy name, they think it's Harold be thy name.
No, they don't.
They do.
Oh my goodness,
Our
that sounds like
Father who
something
art
I
in
would do.
Heaven, Harold, no, his
Just
name
don't
is
break it,
Harold.
Annie.
It's hallowed.
Hallowed.
I had to use that broom to bring our dessert box upstairs because I don't have a little board. Okay, Maria, should we light our candle and ring our time to get our timer started.
Flies don't like fire. Maybe they'll scare it away.
No, I'm just gonna let them kind of dangle behind.
Can you clip it onto your shirt? You know, on your
Well,
shirt.
is it gonna cut?
Yeah, it fits. Well, here. Look, see what I just kind of pinch, but I don't want you to ruin your shirt.
No.
Okay. Just give it a little pinch. Oh, yeah.
I know. It's proof, but it's also adult proof. So if we do it together as a teen, child, and an adult doing it together, perhaps it might work. Oh. So why do we do this? Why do we light this?
Because it reminds us of Jesus Christ, and it is his light that brought us into the world.
Right. Reminds us of Jesus Christ and the light that he brought to the world. And, you know, if we shared this light with other candles, it wouldn't get smaller, which is pretty cool. So that's just like the love of Jesus never gets small. Doesn't matter how much share it, we can share it and share it and share it, and it never gets small. So it's just a cool thing about the love. Would you ring our 3 chimes? Here we go. Isn't it great to have a helper?
It is.
Maybe someday, Mr. D, when I won't be here, if I'm on vacation,
Just have Maria.
Maria help.
Is this one already? Oh.
Yeah. Nice.
All right, and I'll put the words to our call to worship on the scroll of our friends watching at home. Let's sing along. Be still and know that God is here. Be still
sometimes when we sing that, we talk about God's word here, but hey, I want us to think about, like, be still. You know, I watched something about Fred Rod this morning, and he had a whole group of celebrities at an award show, and he asked them to be quiet for 10 seconds at an award show, and to take that seconds to be thankful. He was receiving award, and instead of thanking whoever he needed to thank, he said, I'm going to take 10 seconds, and I want all to be quiet in this whole room, and to spend those 10 seconds, think about the people you are grateful for bringing you to where you are today. And he's, in typical Fred Rogers fashion, I'll watch the time. An entire auditorium filled with all of these celebrities who were there to get awards were crying because it was so moving, and for 10 seconds. And instead of thanking the Academy or anything else, he said, wouldn't the people who you're thankful for be so proud of what you're doing in the world? I think when we do that be still and know God is here, we can think about being grateful for God, being grateful for Jesus, being grateful for all of the people who've been teaching us about Jesus, or have shared the love of God with us, and think about how proud Jesus is of us when we share love other people too. You know, so part of that is when we be still and know that God is here. Being still is so important, because sometimes somebody else in the room at church might be focusing on praying to God, might be hoping to hear from God, might be having a really tough day and is grappling with God. So sometimes it's not just the telling and the singing and the action. Sometimes it's no action of being still. You know? But lying if I didn't say that that video gave me some tears this morning, because it had me thinking of people who've I have to share it on our Facebook group. Your parents are part of it. It just really reminded me that we're not in this alone, and that we need to remember sometimes be still and be quiet and think about things that God has done for us and the awesome people that God has put in our lives to do some really cool things for us. Oh my goodness. Or I think it's really hard sometimes to listen. You can hear things. There's a difference between hearing and listening. What do you think the difference is, Maria, between hearing something or listening?
Listening, you are getting up and doing something for a person. And hearing, you're just listening to what they're saying.
That's perfect. Yeah. So when you hear something, right now I hear the choir singing, but I'm not listening to words. I'm not listening to what notes they're singing. I hear them, but I'm not paying really strong attention. But as Maria said, when you listen, that kind of calls you to action. So when you listen to what someone says, it sparks an action in you somehow, you know? And so being still and listening is so important. And I don't think we do that enough. I think we do. So should we do our Holy Book song? We haven't. There's the Holy Bible. We haven't done the Holy Book song in ages. I don't know if we still have it on the side, do we? Oh, we do have. Maria, do you want to turn pages? Listen to that little vampy stuff. You can stand up on there if it helps. The holy books tell me their name. Take a second look. This is God's holy word. God's message shall all have heard. Oh. Oh, there we go. And this is Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges. I'll tell you the truth. The book of Ruth, on to first and Samuel, first and second Kings, first and second Chronicles. All these things lead to Ezra, Nehemiah, Esther, and Job. I want to go to heaven and a righteous robe, singing Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, Solomon song, and the prophets are these: Isaiah, Jeremiah, and Jay's lament, Ezekiel, and in the lion's den. There you go. Job and Amos's tale, Obadiah in the belly of hell, Micah, Nahum, Habakkuk's cry, Zephaniah, Haggai, and then Zechariah. The last Old Testament book reveals that Malachi points brand new deal. Here are the holy books. Tell me their names, so take a second look. This is God's holy word. Tell God's message to all have heard. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, the stories of Jesus.
Oh,
What did you say this kind of
grab batteries real quick.
from the Gospel of John.
Ooh.
And in it, we'll hear Jesus referred to as the Lamb. We will hear Jesus referred to as the Rabbi, which also means teacher. We'll hear Jesus, another name of Jesus, Messiah, light, the bread of life.
Harold.
Harold, we don't name.
That was a joke, by the way. That's not Jesus' name.
We also refer to Jesus called the Word. But in the Gospel of John, John does not find telling stories that go like this. What he did after baptized. Jesus was 3 years old when John baptized him. And then that really marked that Jesus started his ministry. You know, we tend to think of all these stories. Talking about the 3 years and what Jesus did. These 3 years, well, isn't that interesting, Maria? Think about that. Because Maria's looking at our
Liturgical calendar.
clock. And it is kind of funny how we talk about the 3 years Jesus is like, and we have these 3 weeks married time. That could be a thinking.
Yeah.
You're right. Those 3 years, but they represent Sundays of time. And last Sunday, we had a baptism of the Lord. It happened a month after Christmas. Jesus was not even
No.
so we just kind of celebrate those in certain ways. Now, is there a particular hymn song?
There is a hymn of the month, and it's funny because as you were talking about listening, I was hearing you, but I probably wasn't an active listener because as Pastor Reverend Shelley was texting and letting me know what the hymn of the month is. Because I asked her, so she got back, and it's a favorite. It's Immortal, Invisible, God Only Wise, which is, oh, you will know it as soon as you hear it. It goes like this. 263. I'll play through it, getting out the hymnal. Immortal, invisible, God only wise, in light inaccessible, hid from our eye. Most blessed, most glorious, the Ancient of Days, Almighty, victorious, thy great name we praise. Sorry, my hymn not staying open very well. That happens sometimes. I think I got it. It's staying. Was that pesky fly doesn't turn my page again? All right, so this one I'll put on the screen for our at home. You can see it here in the chapel. And let me line, and then you sing a line since it's our hymn of the month. Hymn of the month. G, 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 E flat, F, F, D. Anyway, here we go. I'll sing a line, then you sing a line. Immortal, invisible, God only wise. Everybody, immortal, invisible, God. My turn, in light inaccessible, from our eyes. Your turn, enlighten. Sounds so good. Most blessed, most glorious, the Ancient of Days. Your turn. Almighty, victorious, thy great name we praise. Verse 2 next. Stay tuned. Oh, I often make mistakes.
Capital.
Oh, what I did in the new line, I always do automatically makes new lines capital.
Which is, yeah.
Right. Although this is a mistake. Thy is supposed to be capitalized. Do you know why? Who's it? Who are we talking about? Who's great? Who's great name? Jesus. Yep. God. Inaccessible. You can't. Yeah, like physically and I think mentally, you can't even imagine. Yeah. Yep. Oh, I'm so glad she chose that one. That's one of my favorites. Mostly because I can play it on piano pretty well.
What was the tune you were playing this morning?
It was I chosen hymn for today, which is after the sermon. Yeah, sure. It's till we are all called to be disciples. Nick, this. I'll sing and do it at the same time. Today all are called to be disciples of the Lord, to help to set the captive free, make plowshare out of sword, to feed the hungry, quench their thirst, make love and peace our fast, to serve the poor and homeless first, our reason comfort last. Do you know what a do you know what a plowshare is? It says a plowshare out of sword. Plowshare is something that plows the ground. And in Isaiah, talk about taking swords and making plowshares. They're taking weapons that are used for hurting and turning it into something that helps. Make plowshare from sword. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. And I am saying, was this up the whole time? Sorry, I thought the words were there. Were they ever up there? There. Not up there.
No, that's our prayer.
Yeah. I was going to say, I wonder if Pastor Shelley's have anything to do with Martin Luther King or discipleship. I'm guessing. Yes, it was. Oops.
Treatment in second grade, and it was horrible how treated that black.
Yes, it was. Yep. Yeah.
Not really all the same, we have different personalities.
Yeah. Speaking of, oh yeah. Great.
We're going to kind of assemble those tomorrow.
Yeah.
Other actors doing a little bit of like lunch. No. Some people.
I work. How about some Jesus love? Jesus love. Jesus loves me, this I know. Snuff outer. Yes, and we'll see everybody next week.